I am also from TECNALIA, so TECNALIA has a double role in the Refresh project. Now I will share with you another result we will be delivering in this project related with traceability. So those are some of the barriers that usually are still identified when thinking about wind blade material recovery. This is a typical classification in technical, economic, logistical, market, and regulatory. It's not my intention, and we don't have enough time to go in detail into every one. But just to share with you a couple of them, well, we know that we are dealing with a very complex material. The heterogeneity and complexity of the composites is one of the barriers that limit their recycling and valorization. We are dealing with a material that is still costly to process, and the economic value of the recovered output is very low, so sometimes it's not feasible from an economical point of view to use certain recycling options, etc. For each of those barriers, there is something that traceability can provide. So traceability is the missing digital layer that that we need to facilitate the circularity options for those materials. TECNALIA has been working in almost 10 projects in the last 10 years about wind blade recycling, circularity opportunities for large products made of composites in general. So we realized that one of the things that we need to enhance is the confidence of the final users of those recovered products, and traceability can help us on this. So first of all, traceability. Traceability is a term that for certain companies, for certain organizations, can be limited to fulfill the legal requirements. So they report their wastes, they report a minimum data, but this is not enough to increase circularity opportunities. For us, traceability is the ability to track and document every stage, or at least the necessary stages of a certain product life cycle. So in Refresh project, we have applied this to the stages from the decommissioning. So once the blade is on the floor, until the recovered materials have been consumed or reused by third parties. So we think that this turns waste into valuable resources. The tool that we are developing includes the traceability of the blades and all the resulting assets, the resulting materials, components, etc. We record the transactions and changes in the ownership. We can declare and use several processing options with some data from the project for automatic calculations of LCA indicators and others. And of course, we can provide information about the location and tracking of the different assets. This provides several benefits. Perhaps the two most evident at this moment is an enhanced quality control and control in general about the composition and information of those products, and a much better decision making based on actual data. The data that we are using in this platform is based on the project results. That means that for the first stages in the value chain, we are using quite close to market data. The on-site treatment, the first cutting of the blades, the first mechanical recycling. While for those stages that are still at a more lower TRL, we are using some estimations and some preliminary screening data that can be updated in the future. Perhaps the technological insights are not so very relevant for today's audience. Just to let you know, we are using blockchain technology for this platform. But blockchain has some requirements in terms of computation, effort, etc. So most of the data are still stored off-chain. We are using some technology for verification of the integrity of the information there. And as more relevant from the user perspective, we have developed a web application that is responsive. We can use it directly from our smartphones, from a desk, from a browser navigator, internet browser. And we are including several functionalities to facilitate that data entrance. So we assume that nobody wants to spend their time entering manually data about the blades and the assets. So most of the information is quite easy to select from some list that are connected to databases that includes blades models, manufacturers, etc. from Spain, south of France, and Portugal until now. The information that is included there, as you can see in this slide, includes the information of blades, manufacturer, and models that is connected with the composition of those blades. We noticed in the past that this is something that is still quite hidden by the blade manufacturers. Even after several years, manufacturers are a little bit reluctant to share information about the details, the drawings, the location of the materials in their blades, but some information is publicly available, so we have included that in the platform. The platform automatically calculates the weights of the resulting assets. We select the most relevant impact categories from LCAs, so the tool is able to provide in an automatic way accurate estimations or accurate quantification of those indicators. And we can see at any time information of the previous assets, processes, and owners for any asset. In addition to this, the users can also attach additional information to any of the blades or the assets. So the tool is already functional. We finalized a first version at the end of last year, and at this moment we are preparing the next validation at TRL 6. So we will use some of the project resources to develop some training and some trials with the project participants. We will try to replicate the different roles we have in the project for the different roles for the platform. In the coming months, we will have additional information from the project results. As you have seen today, we are getting new updates and new results on the recycling and processing technologies, those creative solutions for repurposing, and also some products using the recovered materials in different quantities. So with all that information, we will update the internal databases. Also based on the user experience and the feedback received from the partners, we will implement further functionalities. And in the coming future, as you know, this project will finalize this year, at the end of this year. We have a compromise to check the opportunities to replicate this platform in other sectors and checking other exploitation opportunities. We know that several traceability platforms are being launching into the market. We also confirm that there are some platforms that covers the first stages in the blades live, but when checking the market options, we realize that no one is covering in such complete way the stages from the end of life of the blades until the recovered materials are consumed in third applications. So this is the presentation of this result. I'm open for any question or comment of this, and if not today, if not now, here there are our emails for further contact and further discussion on this matter. Thank you very much.